Isaac on our new save file here. Today we are going to be doing another regular old run, trying to beat, I think, Mom's Heart is the next thing we're working on here. I think I'm going to go, we'll do another Isaac run in a moment. I think I'm going to go, we'll do another Isaac run in a moment. Okay, so, some basics. There's going to be a curse room. I think a curse room is on every floor. If not, they're very common. It takes half a heart of damage to go into one. There can be some good things and some bad things in them. In this one there was a red chest, which just gave us a troll bomb. Not very helpful. You take half a heart of damage going out as well. There's always an item room. In this particular item room, we have Mutant Spider, which we shoot super slow now, but we shoot 4 shots. So that's pretty cool. I've always really liked this item. A lot of people aren't a huge fan of it because it does make you shoot a lot slower, but I think it's totally worth it. And it's just it's a fun item to play with. It kind of changes how you play a little bit, which is always my favorite Isaac items. So I'm pretty happy about getting that right off the bat. Move around and we'll shoot lots of things. Hopefully we'll get lots of other items that make this a fun combination. Oh, get that penny, don't forget that. Every time you destroy a fire, there's a chance it drops a penny or a heart. I think that's the only things it can drop. Maybe a key as well, I don't remember exactly. But, yeah, so it's a good idea to destroy them. A lot of times I won't, because I'm just trying to make up time, because time does start to matter for some of the other things that we're going to be doing at some point. But right now we're not going to worry too much about that. We're just going to try and leverage every advantage possible. And hopefully that'll let us do some of the trickier stuff as well, because I won't be taking all just the most powerful items and rolling with them. I'm going to try some new stuff that I maybe normally wouldn't do. So this should be a secret room, because it's going to be bordering 2 other rooms. Yeah, oh, that was not our secret room. Yeah, shorty, hype. So we'll keep moving on here. So that's probably going to be our secret room then, because there's to our northeast, looking on the map. Yeah, probably. There's also a lot of rooms that seem to be common for secret rooms to spawn next to, just the way they're built. This one's a pretty common one, so you drop a bomb there, and we'll find our way into it. That's Cursed Eye, which I think I had in our Azazel run we tried out, but I can't get to it right now. As you see, there's no way I can get across these pits. But if I get some way of flying, I'll be able to reach it. But that's not super likely at the moment. So this one's a little bit tricky. All these orange fires could shoot me and damage me, so we want to put those out in case they hurt me. Obviously those spikes moving around the rock in the middle could hurt me. But if you look at that rock in the middle, it's a tinted rock. It's got little bloopers and all the rest of the rocks, and it's got a little X on it, lets you know that it's something special. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a bomb, and I'm going to push a bomb into that rock. It worked! Of course, that frees those spikes, but it also gave us some good stuff, so that was a good thing right there. Alright, I think we're just going to go fight the boss. That's pretty much everything we can do on this floor. We could go to our shop. It was only 2 cents. I'm not too worried about it. I've only got 1 key, so I kind of want to hold on to those for the next floor. Here's the Haunt. It's a little bit tougher than Larry Jr. or Monstro that we have been fighting. Starts with spawning some of these little ghost guys. They can be a little tough to dodge sometimes. And you kind of go to the top of the screen. They'll try and shoot at you. You want to be careful about how you handle him, because if you stand in front of him, he could hit you with one of those laser beams you just shot out there. He's also got another attack that just shoots out some more regular shots. We might see that, we might not. Looks like he's very happy to shoot his brimstone laser. And we got Cat of Nine Tails, which is a damage upgrade, and a shot speed upgrade as well, so our shots will travel faster. So it was a pretty good first floor, liking how that turned out. We got a Spirit Heart for protection. Remember, we don't want to take any red heart damage, so we can try and get our Devil Deal from the boss fight. A Spirit Heart is definitely going to help us with that. That's a nice bomb drop, so we can blow up this other tinted rock here. Get another Spirit Heart, making it very unlikely for us to take red heart damage before I get to our first boss. Or our second boss, I should say, boss this floor. Very likely looking at getting our devil deal this floor. Kill everything in this room. Any of the different colored enemies are champions. So if they hit us, they'll do a full heart of damage instead of a half heart. So we definitely want to watch out for them. I'm going to go ahead and check out what's in our shop. It's just a key and a bomb, so not super into that. I've only got one bomb, so I don't really want to blow up the reroll machine to see what else could be there. So Shorty, are there any questions? I think you're the only one watching at the moment. At least you're the only one talking. Are there any questions or things you would want to know or for me to elaborate on in particular? While I walk around and put out these fires. So, things we could use. We definitely could use some tier upgrades. I'd love to be able to shoot faster. Get this 10 rock and get access to this chest. That'll be nice. Chest, just a red heart. Not very important, but that's okay. Gonna fight Monster here. Should be a pretty easy fight for us. Our mutant spider and cat o' nine tails should make short work of him. As you can see, every time we shoot, a big chunk of his life goes away. So, oof, almost didn't dodge that one. It can still be tough to dodge monstrous shots just because they have such a weird arc to them. This is the matchbook. It says Evil Up, which I think it's a thing that will increase our chance of getting black hearts. It also gave us a black heart, and it drops a random amount of bombs. We got 3 out of that, so that's nice. Here is a Guppy item. We actually unlocked this one from becoming Guppy on our greed mode run. So we pay 1 red heart container, and we get Guppy's hairball. It's a little thing that follows us around, and we can kind of swing it around and twirl it around us. If it kills enemies, it'll grow and get bigger and do even more damage. But it kind of starts off not very good. We'll maybe try to make some use out of it this run. Looking for our second secret room, which remember that's going to be as close to our boss fight as possible usually. And it's not going to be adjacent to any other rooms. Kill some of these guys that chase us down. They can be a pain, but we can kill them pretty fast. That's nice. We'll go to our curse room. That's 2 black hearts, so a net gain of 1 black heart. Very worth it. It may not seem like a lot, but like 1 black heart, you make little tiny gains like that as the game goes on, and it adds up, and you end up getting a lot stronger for it. So these are TNT barrels. The ones with like the white bands around them, you can kind of push out of the way. So you can make a little hole in here and press the button. The other ones you cannot move, as you can see me trying. You can also handle this room. It's a little trickier, but you can kind of shoot the TNT and stay out of it. But it's a little more dangerous, and if you can, just push TNT out of the way. That's definitely the best way to handle it. Shoot these red fires before they shoot us. This red chest is just spiders striking out on those so far. But they can have things like guppy items, spirit hearts. They can teleport us to a devil deal, which can be very helpful if we hadn't already found one. Our item room, remember we get one of those in every floor, give us ball of tar. It makes us, turns us jet black, and we have a little bit of goo that follows us around. And if enemies step in that, they get slowed. So it can be helpful. It's not amazing, but it is helpful against enemies that try and chase us down. One thing, we may be able to get some use out of this with Guppy's hairball by slowing enemies and then kind of twirling this thing around and smacking them. I don't expect it to be very powerful, but it could be at least a little useful. So getting incrementally stronger, no huge upgrades this floor, but some that could add up to more potential later. So nothing too bad. We're on to the caves here. These guys will spawn little yellow flies. Kill them before they become a problem. Let's see what our pill is. Something's wrong, so it's pretty much just a big old goop pile. Enemies get slowed if they walk into it. I guess Ball of Tar gives us a chance of shooting slowing shots as well. Okay, so our item room is going to be the bean. It's tuned on command, so it does exactly what you'd think. You do a little fart whenever you hit the space bar. It recharges every room. It's not great, but you get to use it all the time, so not terrible either. Definitely wouldn't mind replacing it though, as soon as we get the chance. Another bomb. We're gonna check and see if this is our secret room. It is not. But now we know. Could have saved the key to get into our shop if it was. That would be handy. I'm gonna fart on this guy. And that was a mistake, because as you can see, he hit me. I got too close to him and he shot one of his explosive shots. Get into our shop here. I would like this item. I'll come back to get it. I don't really want to blow up my donation machine. You can blow this up with a bomb to get money out of it, but I kind of want to stack up money instead of blowing it up. We blow that guy up because he could give us money, and he increases our chance at getting a devil deal. So we continue on. Hopefully we can get 2 more cents and buy that item in there. Kind of show off what it does. The range on the beam's not very good. I'm kind of coming up against a lot of explosive enemies, so not much of a chance to really utilize our Guppy's hairball yet. We'll open these guys up. It's a second Guppy item. We could become Guppy real quick. Oof. If we can get some invincibility or something, that'll be the best use of Guppy's hairball. One reason I don't really like using it a lot is because to use it well, we kind of have to put ourselves in some dangerous situations, which could drain our HP pretty quickly if we're not careful. I'm gonna instantly use this key to get into this chest, and it was very not worth it for half a red heart. I'm gonna pick up Guppy's paw. We've seen this before. If I use it, which I'll go ahead and use it once just to show you again, we take a red heart to give us 3 spirit hearts. It can be helpful in a lot of situations, but the more important thing is it's a second Guppy item, which puts us 1 step closer to becoming Guppy. Watch out for these guys. The best way to handle this room is you shoot these black poops. Black poops will damage every enemy in the room. So we can soften them all up by killing those black poops first, and then we can just kind of one-shot all the bomb guys for the most part, unless they're champions. Which a few of them are. So it definitely makes this room quite a bit easier. Infested was our pill this time. So Infested will spawn a spider out of every poop in the room, which was very helpful because there's a lot of poop in this room. So now we get a lot of spiders following us around. Got a little spider army going on. And they'll run in and kill some enemies for us before they die off. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the shop and buy our item because we have 16 cents now. Enough to make our item room work for us. There's always an item room in every floor, and it takes a key to get into that. It takes a key to get into your shop. So if we buy pay to play, we won't see what it does on this floor, but I'll show you on the next floor. So what pay to play will do for us is it will make any item rooms and any shops cost a penny to get into instead of a key. So that's it's a nice little kind of quality of life upgrade. It opened up our keys for more things, and also means if we're out of keys, it's not a huge deal because coins are much more common to find on a run than any kind of keys. Watch out for these guys, they can be a bit of a pain. Got a bomb. Cat's meowing, I don't know if you can hear that. I don't really know what he wants in particular, probably just wants me to pick him up. But I think he's going to have to wait. If we had another infested pill, it'd be great right here. Let's see what this one is. 48-hour energy. So what that does is it instantly recharges our spacebar item, and it drops some batteries, which recharges our spacebar item. It can be very helpful depending on what your spacebar item is. With the bean, it's not very good, but I spawned a spider and I walked right into it. Mushrooms are kind of annoying. You can do more damage to them when they're in an active state, I guess, when their faces are up. But not too worried about it. Just kind of kill them no matter what. Just shoot at them all the time. This room is always a little annoying. But it's not the worst thing in the world. Okay. Make sure we kill all the diglets. I take damage a lot of times in this room. It's because they always pop up in lots of directions and you get confused. And you get butterfingers. Right, this pill tears up. That's fantastic. So we're going to shoot just a little bit faster now. If we can start stacking a lot of those. He went underground. So poison didn't get him. But that's okay. In the grand scheme of things, it wouldn't have done a whole lot of damage. Won't save us much time in this fight. So you want to stay kind of close to this guy when he goes underground. because he only pops up when you're close to him. So you really don't want to lose track of where he is. It can be... It's kind of a good way to take damage from him. This is rotten meat. It's just an HP upgrade. So we get one more heart container there, as you can see. Which we will probably try and trade away on a double deal at some point. Next time we get access to one. And go up here. Make sure we destroy these portals as fast as possible. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. So the portals actually will despawn after a certain number of enemies spawn as well. I don't think it's a set number. I'm pretty sure it's kind of random. I've seen them despawn after one enemy. I've seen them despawn after 5, which can really suck. I think when they first came out, they didn't despawn at all. You just had to blow them up. And that was a nightmare. You basically had to rush them down, and even if it meant taking some damage in the process, it was just the best way to handle it. Got lucky on that. Shouldn't have made that dodge, but we did. Oh, I can't believe it took that damage. Guppy's hairball actually blocked that shot. If you look close, kind of forget it can do that. So that's a little handy upgrade. Gotta get the poison on these enemies. I'm always misjudging the distance of the beam. It's very short range. This room used to be a lot worse than it is, and I still hate it. Spiders are a pain. So as you can see, we're right next to our shop, and we're right next to our item room. And instead of having the normal key icon, it's got little slots like you would have in the arcade. So now I just use a penny to get in here. Cricket's body. So I like this. It reduces our range, but it increases our tier, so we shoot faster. And also our shots now explode in little damage stuff. So this is great with quad shot. We should start doing a lot of damage now, and I like where this is going. I'm going to pick the teleporter up. So this one will teleport you to a random room. Oh, I would love the tarot cloth as well. Alright, I'm going to try and get the money for it. Got some money there. We need the teleporter, see where it takes us. You never quite know where it's going to go. There is some inherent danger in using it if you haven't fully explored your floor, because it can take you to something called the error room. But I'll explain kind of what that is if we come across it. We'll eventually come across one, so you know, just wait until it happens. But there are some little handiness to teleporting. There's a lot of things you can kind of use it for. Like, after I finish this room, I'm going to go into that curse room and teleport out to avoid taking some damage. Come in here, get a spirit heart. Get another spirit heart. I'd love to destroy this, but we have no bombs. So I'm going to teleport out of here. Brings us back to earlier in the floor. But that's okay. We're not too worried about time or anything on this run. So a little bit of waste of time. It's just, it's not terrible. Blow some of these bomb flies up. Flight would be awesome on this run. There's a lot of utility we could get out of it, but we haven't seen it yet. Haven't had a way of getting to it. Would be very handy. God, I'm taking some bad damage. Thankfully this run's good enough where it's not really affecting us too much, but it is unfortunate. So things we're looking for. We're looking for a bomb. There's lots of things we can do with a bomb. We can go back into our curse room, and we can blow up that stone chest. That one, I dodged right into that. We can go get access to that golden chest below us. Blow our way into that. I'm going to go ahead and do our boss fight here. It's Gertie. So Gertie kind of tanky, but not too bad. Spawns some enemies. You really have to watch out for that attack right there. You pretty much have to watch Gertie's animation, and when Gertie kind of tucks his head inside himself, you just want to dodge to whatever different side you're on, so he can't hit you. That's mostly the key to this fight. Once you get that down, it's not too bad. I like a speed upgrade. We're at base speed. I like to go faster. Get a double deal here. This is fantastic. So we're going to take this first. Ceremonial robes. It takes us one black heart, or one red heart, but we get 3 spirit hearts and it gives us a damage upgrade, or 3 black hearts it gives us. And we get a damage upgrade as well, so that's nice. Yes, you're right. The contact would be good to block shots. That would be awesome. And we are going to take this now. Since we only have 1 red heart container, we essentially get better value out of this because It doesn't take us the 2 it normally would. We get a free red heart container, essentially. So this one is going to give us flight, which I just asked for, so that's fantastic. And also, our shots go through stuff now, so we can kind of cheese things and just, sit back here and shoot stuff and just be, happier than pig and shit, as they say. Alright, so this is great. This is Steven. It's a damage upgrade. It gave us 1.05 damage, and all we had to do was give him a key. Very worth it. We're going to get this. It's the IV bag. I just did a run with IV bag not long ago, so we're going to roll with teleporter for a while so we can kind of see what it does. Normally I'd probably take the IV bag, but we wouldn't get a whole lot of use out of it anyway. There are some little tricky things we could use it for, but we'll save that for a later run and try and get more use out of teleport right now. So another thing we can do, we can go into this boss room. We can open up this black chest, take our bomb, and teleport out and not bother fighting. Because who wants to fight when you can just run? Key. How you doing today, Mikey? Shoot the rainbow poop. So the rainbow poop, it just gives you full red hearts. If you filled up your red heart containers, we don't have any right now, so it doesn't really do anything. Just shot it because it makes a rainbow thing. I like the noise. We're 1 penny away. Got 2 luck upgrades. So sometimes pennies can be lucky pennies, which will give us a luck upgrade. That's great. Looking for 1 penny out of these chests, which doesn't look like it's gonna happen. But lots of spirit hearts, so we are very tanky now. One thing we can do is look for a secret room. A lot of times there's money in those. And that would be nice to get. It's not there. It can't be here because it's next to a small room, so it won't spawn there. It could also be here. I always have to watch my placement on those. I think that would have found it. Where else could it be? Could be next to those 4 rooms. So it's possible it's here. Nope. Maybe it's next to our curse room. Yes. There's 2 buttons. Some enemies. Don't really care much about that. The other button is a donation machine, which we could blow up for money, but I'm not really interested. I want to build that up before I start milking it for punk change. We're going to go back in here. We're going to blow this up. It's our last ditch effort to get money. And it's got cash. Teleport out so we don't take damage. We're going to go back to our shop. And we're going to pick up that item we saw in there. It is Tarot Cloth. I see the future. It gives us a card. And what it also does is any card we use in the future, it will use it twice. So, for instance, lovers would normally spawn us 2 red hearts. With Tarot Cloth, it spawns us 4. So that can be handy. Doesn't do a whole lot. I mean, the 4 red hearts don't do anything for us right now, so it's going to use it for demonstration purposes. But, yeah, it could have some very swell effects in the future. Moving on to the depths. Curse of the Unknown means we don't know what our HP is like, but that's okay. We're going to blow up the vanity here to get some pills. We got a luck upgrade, which is fantastic. We're at 3 luck now. And Infested. So we know about that. It spawned some spiders for us. Nothing bad there. Hopefully we can get a key to utilize this golden chest. We don't need it for shops or item rooms anymore. Got Penny. Gonna go in here. Blow open these stone chests. Watch out for the troll bomb. Oh, that damage should have taken. Pick up our consumable and teleport out. Open up this golden chest. Handy, it took us right back there after giving us a key. Pretty much had to, I feel like. We always like sacks, more keys. Self-sacrifice room, definitely don't want to play that when we don't know what our HP is like, even though we probably could on this run. Without worrying too much. Our item room is Bum Friend, which we've also had before. He's going to take money from us and spit out some consumables every now and again. I want to know about these rooms before I start checking for secret rooms. We're not exactly bomb rich at the moment. We got enough, but I'd love to have more. So this could be a secret room. And it is. We're going to fight Greed, which is fine. His tri-shot can be a bit of a pain. I'm going to try and take at least some of this money. I want to be at 15 cents, but I'll let him take everything else. And he gave us a bomb. Fight some more bonies. I'm liking the amount of damage we have. We're going to go into our curse room and teleport out. We don't take damage going in because we're flying. We won't take damage going out because we're going to teleport. So curse rooms are all like benefit now. So we definitely want to go into those as much as possible. We want to do any of the challenge or trap rooms as well. Because we can just teleport out of those. Another pill, a Tears upgrade, which we love to have. We've largely gotten past the big disadvantage with quad shot now, which is a low tier stat. We are full up, so this is a split heart. This will give us whatever we need, whether it be red hearts or spirit hearts. The fact that we can't pick it up means we're full on spirit hearts, so that's nice. This is BOGO bombs. Every time that one bomb would drop, we get 2 bombs instead, so that's handy. I'm gonna pay into our donation. Well, I've only got 1 penny. Later, I will maybe pay into our donation machine some. We've been buying a lot of items on this run, so I haven't had a lot of chances to donate. But that's okay, we'll get to it. Plan on doing a bunch of these in the future. This could be our second secret room. It is. Okay, I'm gonna blow him up because he could give us stuff, and he increases our chance at getting a devil deal. I'm gonna blow this up to get money. Yes. And I'm going to go instantly donate that money. And then we'll move on to the next, fight the boss, and move on to the next floor. We want to get that machine up as soon as possible, because we get, the shop just gets better and better the more money you pump into there, until you get to 999 cents at least. So we want to keep funneling money into it for quite some time. This is great. 100 Tears upgrade, so we're just shooting faster now. I mean, this is a really fast shot. Like, we shoot so fast considering we have mutant shot or quad shot. And we're gonna get our 3rd Guppy item and become Guppy for the 2nd time in 4 runs. So that's really great. Couldn't ask for much more. So this is a Juan run at this point, essentially, unless we really screw up. Go down here, pop this chest open, take our money, and split. Everything up. So we're spawning flies, which do a lot of damage because we got pretty good damage. We're shooting lots. All those shots are making more shots. It's just a really swell run. It's been a great way to start us off here. The only run we've lost so far is Azazel, which really was probably the run we shouldn't have lost the most, just judging off he's a super strong character. But I kind of knew that was a risk when I took Glass Cannon. So we're going to donate a little bit, blow up his Tinted Rock. Mr. Mega, I guess I'm not sure why we got that unlocked necessarily, but I'll take it. Lucky Toe, I guess we get that for blowing up enough little dead Isaacs or statues, whatever you want to call them. We don't want to do this yet, because if we walk in here, it's the mom fight, and we can't get out of that. So let's maybe check for a second secret room. That's not it. I'm kind of surprised, actually. So that can't be our secret room. This very well could be. And it is. Super Greed, which just died ridiculously fast. I guess me and the bum friend are going to split the money. He gives us Wheel of Fortune. We got another store upgrade. We're getting the 20 cents in the donation machine. I'm going to go ahead and spawn these and blow them both up. Those are fortune teller machines, which I'll play at a later date. For now, I'm just blowing them up to get some money. Getting our card here, Magician. That'll give us homing shots for a room. Some more bombs. Lots and lots of bombs. We can get some cool bomb stuff going on. I'd love to use bombs to do damage. We don't really need it very much with our guppy, but you know, they could end up with some cool. Ooh, there's a second secret room. I was kind of hoping there, didn't expect it. The 2 stone chests. I'm gonna use the TNT to blow them up. This is good practice. Hero font, so that'll give us. Normally it'll give us 2 spirit hearts, but because of tarot cloth, it'll give us 4 spirit hearts. So that's just even more ridiculous. So we'll hold on to that. Now we can just throw away HP like you know, there's no tomorrow. Who needs? I forgot this pill was even here. I never noticed it. Power pill. So we turn into Pac-Man for a little bit. We can munch on enemies. We get invincibility. But there was nothing in there, so no use out of it. But now we know. If we were to pick it up in the future, maybe we can use it. Ancient Recall. So this will, normally it would spawn 3 cards, so does it spawn 6 now? It does, that's crazy. So here font, so we're going to spawn some more spirit hearts. We can't even use them. 2 of spades will double, any of the 2 cards will double stuff. Spades is linked to keys, so it will double our keys. But since we're going to use it twice, it will quadruple our keys, so we get to 44. Huge growth, I'm going to use that in the mom fight, just because it's going to be funny. We'll see what it does. The Fool is a teleport card, brings us back to our starting room. It doesn't do very much for us now with teleporting. We got another Hero Font card, which is frankly absurd. We don't need this much HP. There's just nothing to do with this much HP. If we come across a self-sacrifice room right now, I'll play it. This is a good opportunity for that. Rotten Babies, another great item. Sometimes our shots will spawn flies as well. So you have Guppy spawning flies for us. We have Rotten Baby spawning flies for us. If we can get Hive Mind from our shop, which we can't because it's our last shop. But if we could, then it'd be fantastic. Some Troll Bomb. And another Guppy item, just because, you know, why not? Right there, I used our invincibility from getting hit by that bomb to get out of the curse room for free. If you saw that. So Guppy's tail, it makes keys less likely to spawn. In return, though, it gives you lots of golden chests. That's since we have 44 keys, I'm not too worried about it. That golden chest should be really nice for us. Another luck upgrade pill from blowing up our vanity. You're gonna walk through it. You're just trouncing now. I could go straight to the end of the run, really, and not worry about exploring anything anymore. I'm gonna be able to trounce everything. We're gonna take Tammy's head. So Tammy's head, as you can see, will just shoot shots. It's a 1-room recharge, and it shoots shots in all directions out from us. This is really great, especially with our. I've forgotten what the item's called. Cricket's Body. With the splash damage going on, it'll do lots of extra stuff for us. We're gonna donate all we can. Move on to our mom fight. We're gonna use huge growth, so as you saw, we get bigger and we do lots more damage. This melted mom there. Get another tears upgrade the screw gives us. So we're shooting even faster now. We're almost back down to our regular shot or tier stat before we picked up Mutant Spider. We're gonna move on to the womb, which I believe is the first time we've been here. So every room we can pretty much walk into and use Tammy's head and do most of the job for us. Watch out for Troll Bomb. We can give Bumfriend all of our money now. We're going to pick up Whipworm. What that does is increase our shot speed, so as you can see, our shots go very fast now. Not a huge upgrade in itself. Okay, so here's some items. I've already taken Analog Stick, so I'm not going to roll with it. I'm going to pick up Monster's Tooth. Tammy's head's better, but I want to show off what Monster's Tooth does, so I'll carry that around. I'm going to blow this up. We've already seen what Deck of Cards does, but I'm going to use it once. The Hangman's not very useful, it gives us flight for the room, but we already have flight. I'm going to take Dog's Tooth here. So what this does is a small damage upgrade, and every time we're in a room that's next to a secret room, we will hear a howl, a dog howl, and that'll tell us something. We've already had this. It leaves a trail of tears behind us, which will slow enemies. We've already got something that does that, so it's not useful, and we've already seen it, so I'm going to try something different. Okay, we'll take that. It's a syringe. Void Rage. Gives us speed up, so now we're very fast. It gives us higher range too, which is actually very good because our range went down from taking Cricket's body. So Monster's Tooth does. You use it, and Monster comes and squashes some enemies for you. So that's fun. You get a boss to fight on your team. Unfortunately, if you stand too close to an enemy, he can come and squash you and you take some damage. So that's not great. We should have let Bumfriend have that money. We have no use for money anymore. That was a tinted rock. I still have trouble picking out tinted rocks in the womb. They look very similar. I never really differentiated from them. If you heard that laugh, that means there's hands coming after us. If one of those grabs us, it takes us back to the starting room. Kind of like the grabbers, or whatever you call them in the first Zelda game. It's very much a pain in the ass. And there's Monstro to kind of make things go a little faster. Go into our curse room, because we might as well. Red chest contains a troll bomb. We use the troll bomb to blow up our stone chest, just because we could, more or less. So, the question mark card is just a second use of our spacebar item, essentially. Let's use our spacebar item again, which isn't very helpful for us, certainly. What makes you small? So we're going to get smaller. Child's Heart calls out to its brothers. I believe it makes red hearts spawn more. Red hearts don't do anything for us, so we don't really care about Child's Heart. Sorry about that. That was gross. Let's just walk right into enemies, you know. Why not? Ancient Recall will give us 6 more cards. Justice will give us a lot of stuff. This is why you take Tarot Cloth, because it just can make you kind of get crazy powerful later in a run. I'm not going to explain what all these cards do. I'm just going to kind of go around and take what I want to take at this point. Just because I don't want to explain everything. I'll explain things as time goes on. My Bumfriend's picking up lots of stuff. The moon will take us to a secret room. I'm just going to go ahead and use it.
The moon.
I'm going to blow up all these mushrooms. Because they could contain an item. And they will contain pills, usually. So we didn't get an item from them, but that's fine. It's a low chance. But I had to try. If we get Magic Mush, we'll be even more ridiculously strong in this run. We would be so stacked. Everything's dying so fast. We've got a mob of flies for any enemy that does last from our first shot barrage. I'm going to take Strength with me. So what Strength does, it gives us temporary red heart. We've had it once before, I believe. It's a temporary red heart container for the room we're in. And it also increases our damage. So this is Lazy Worm. It is the exact opposite of Whipworm. Instead of making our shots go super fast, it makes our shots go super slow. Which I think I actually like more with our splash damage we got here. It's Cricket's body. I don't know why I'm having such trouble remembering that item this run. Let him take the money. Always let him take the money. I don't need it. I got no use for it. Shops no longer spawn in the womb, so that's why I don't have any more use for money. So here's an angel statue. We're not going to get any benefit out of it, but I'm going to do this just for demonstration. You can blow these up. Can you not blow this up? Apparently you can't. Never mind. Ignore me. You cannot blow that one up. That must be a change they made pretty recently, because they used to be able to. I think the bloat actually died before Monster got to it. Here's Mom's underwear, which is, you know, a little grody. It's a range upgrade, so our range is now, I think, higher than we started with. We don't really need this item, but we're going to take it to show off. We unlock the Krampus fight, which we'll see later. It can have nasty surprises for us in the future in our devil room instead of being good items. So this is a little familiar that follows us around. And he'll charge up and he'll shoot brimstone lasers for us. They won't do as much damage as if we had brimstone, but it's good. Oh, I didn't realize that, Mikey. I think when Mega Satan came out, I'd already unlocked the ability to fight him, essentially. So I don't know what it takes to unlock him even. So this is a Balls of Steel pill, which just gives us more spirit hearts. I'm drowsy, slows enemies in the room. I get smaller, infested. Oh, we should have used the shrink card on our devil deal. I don't. That's the entire reason I took it, to show that off. But I forgot about it, like I normally do. Hopefully, I'll get one on this floor and I can show it off. Otherwise, kind of wasted it. But that's okay. Worse things have happened. It's not going to be detrimental to this run. The Book of Sin unlocked, I think, because we killed all the deadly sins, maybe. So this is, we've had this before. It's a Bob's Rotten Head. You can throw it, it blows up. Oh, wow. I didn't realize it had so many tear effects. I don't know if you saw, I'm going to bring it to the room just so we can just kind of show off what it does exactly. This is the Faded Polaroid. I'm not going to take it just because it doesn't do anything for us in this run. Or does it make us... oh, that's right. I guess it makes us invisible sometimes. I mean, enemies won't be able to see us. Okay, so if you heard there, we got howled at. So that means there's a secret room next to us. It's got to be right there. We're going to blow these guys up to try and get more chances to deal with the devil. As you can see, blowing up more of them will not give us even more chance to deal with the devil. It's just kind of a flat rate of blowing. If you blow one up, you get an increased chance. Hangman gives flight. We don't need that. Equality. I don't remember what it does, actually. So I'm going to take it, because why not? So we're looking for a boss fight now, and I think our boss fight of this floor will be it. So because of our splash damage, if you see when we use this item, it explodes into multiple of them, which I never knew it did. So that's pretty cool. And unfortunately went far off the screen, so it didn't blow. I think it travels through walls because of our Spirit of the Night upgrade we got that goes through objects. I think that's what's causing that to happen. I, got hit there because I was standing next to my own explosion. That's okay. We have the HP to soak up the damage. And here's our boss fight. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. This is Mom's Heart, which will be our new final boss for the moment. Normally, it's a bit more of a fight than this, but I'm just going to wait for it to be... oh, we got to destroy this guy before we can damage it again. But it's going to go pretty quick now because of our ridiculously strong run. We're going to go in here, and that will be the end of our run. Alright, I'm not going to sit and watch the credits again, but thank you guys for watching. That was a good run. We unlocked the Lost Baby. We unlocked Eden, which is a new character, actually my personal favorite character to play as. I'm going to stop the stream for now. I will be right back in a couple of minutes. I'm going to grab myself another drink, and I will do another run. I will see you guys in just a second.